The hotel suite glows with soft amber light, wrapping everything in quiet luxury. Nora sits gracefully in her silk gown, the lace brushing against her trembling hands. Ethan, her new husband, kneels before her, gentle, composed, almost too careful. His smile is tender, but his eyes avoid hers, carrying unspoken weight. When Ethan reaches out, his touch is reverent yet distant. He brushes a loose strand of hair from her cheek, whispering, "May I continue?" The words hang between them like fragile glass. Nora's heart skips, not from excitement, but unease. Beneath the tenderness, there's something hollow, a sorrow he can't hide. As the night deepens, Nora notices a faint glimmer from his half-open suitcase, a hidden photo frame. A woman's face inside. Her chest tightens. The air feels colder. When Ethan turns off the light and whispers goodnight, Nora lies still, whispering into the darkness, "If this is a dream, I hope I wake up soon." Nora Bennett's life had been shaped by quiet resilience. Raised by her widowed mother, she learned to find beauty in small things. Sunlight on cracked walls, secondhand books, the warmth of hope. Love, to her, was meant to heal. When she met Ethan, she believed fate had finally been kind. Ethan Cole belonged to a different world, one of polished surfaces and silent expectations. His family prized appearances above truth. After Lydia Hart, his college love, left for Europe, Ethan's life became a performance. When his parents arranged his engagement to Nora, he complied, mistaking duty for peace. At the wedding, civility masked tension. Michael, Ethan's best man, barely met Nora's eyes. During dinner, Ethan's phone lit up. Lydia. Nora's smile wavered, heart sinking beneath layers of silk and champagne. That night, from behind the bathroom door, she heard Ethan whisper, "I shouldn't have done this, Lydia," and her world quietly broke. The morning sun spills into the suite, but warmth feels foreign. Ethan moves through the room with quiet politeness, offering coffee, adjusting his cufflinks, as if last night's confession never happened. Nora mirrors his calm, her smile practiced. Inside, her heart aches with questions she no longer dares to ask. At brunch, the tension deepens. Lydia Hart walks in, radiant, confident, the ghost suddenly alive. Ethan's parents light up, greeting her like family. Lydia congratulates them sweetly, eyes lingering on Ethan. "He used to call me his dream come true," she says. Nora's hands tremble. She excuses herself, escaping tears behind a locked door. That night, Ethan finally admits what she already knew. Lydia is back, and his heart is lost between past and present. "You deserve someone who looks at you the way I look at her," he whispers. Nora removes her wedding ring, places it beside Lydia's photo, and silently surrenders the dream. Nora chooses grace over despair. She returns to the art gallery, her sanctuary of colors and silence. Though her smile is measured, her poise unbroken, whispers follow her, about Ethan, about Lydia. Ethan retreats to the guest room, claiming he needs clarity. But Nora knows he's already chosen where his heart lives. Days blur into muted elegance and quiet pain. Clara, her wise employer, becomes her guide through the storm. "Art isn't about who stays. It's about who survives," she tells her. Nora begins to paint again, grief spilling onto canvas, transforming heartbreak into haunting beauty. Each stroke becomes defiance. Michael's visits start as courtesy, then turn into comfort. He listens without judgment, reminding her gently, "You don't have to break quietly just because you married politely." When her showcase arrives, Nora stands tall, facing Ethan and Lydia. She names her painting, voice steady. This one's called "What Remains After Goodbye." After the art exhibit, The crowd fades, leaving only echoes and unfinished emotions. Ethan approaches, eyes hollow, pride stripped bare. He confesses that Lydia is marrying another man, and in losing her, he's lost everything. His voice trembles as he asks Nora for a second chance, desperate for redemption she no longer owes. Michael stands nearby, silently witnessing the unraveling. The air between them hums with old pain and new truth. Nora doesn't rage. She simply breathes. "You didn't lose me, Ethan," she says softly. "You never had me." The words pierce deeper than anger. They carry finality, grace, and freedom. That night, under the soft hum of streetlights, Michael walks her home. He admits his feelings, not as rescue, but reverence. "I just want to be in a life you deserve," he tells her. As rain begins to fall, Nora smiles. For once, her tears are gone. She's finally free. 6 months later, Nora's world feels lighter, steadier. Her paintings, once born from sorrow, now glow with quiet strength. A national magazine features her art, calling it emotion turned to light. Ethan has long gone, his perfect image forgotten. The ghosts of her past have lost their power to wound. Michael remains steady, kind, never demanding. They share coffee in the mornings, laughter in the evenings, silence that feels like peace. He doesn't rush her healing. He simply stays. For the first time, Nora feels seen not as someone's wife or mistake, but as herself, whole and unafraid. When Lydia's engagement invitation arrives, Nora smiles and deletes it without hesitation. Standing in her gallery, sunlight warming her face, she watches a visitor pause before her newest painting. "This feels like forgiveness," the woman says softly. Nora smiles, serene and certain. "That's what it is." A year later, Nora stands in her own gallery, her dream realized through quiet perseverance. The walls gleam with her journey, pain, healing, rebirth. Michael helps her hang the final painting, a tender piece titled "May I Continue?" Two figures part beneath soft light, their separation serene rather than sorrowful. Michael studies the painting and asks gently, "Why that title?" Nora's smile carries both memory and peace. "Because every time life broke me, I chose to continue," she says. The words are not defiance, but acceptance, a testament to how strength can bloom softly, without bitterness, without regret. As dusk settles, the moment mirrors her wedding night, soft amber light, quiet breath, fragile beauty. But this time, she isn't waiting for love to save her. Looking at her reflection in the gallery glass, she whispers, "Yes, I may." Fade out, light, renewal, peace.